What's up, castaways? It's Michelle over here in the Wonder Lab with another intel brief on what your sign should expect during this Mercury retrograde. We are currently navigating the mid-2026 Mercury retrograde in the highly sensitive sign of Cancer. On a global scale, we may see the breaking down of global paradigms, institutions, and technological structures as Mercury is acting as our personal auditor, forcing us to process these macro shifts on an intimate domestic level. But what does it look like for you? For Aries, this retrograde sits squarely in your foundational fourth house, asking you to redefine what home means beyond physical walls. You are being called to rebuild trust in your most foundational bonds and examine where childhood conditioning is still driving your adult reactions. In terms of your career and finances, this is the time to pause any major property investments or office relocations until the energy settles. Focus instead on emotional security, ensuring your base is solid before you try to conquer new territory. Hey Taurus, this energy is moving through your third house of communication, requiring you to consciously rewrite your internal monologue and daily self-talk. You must clarify all miscommunications in your relationships before reacting to them, as words will easily be taken out of context. Professionally, this is a critical period to double-check all contracts, emails, and negotiations before sending them off. Your internal work is about recognizing how your immediate environment and habitual thoughts either nourish or drain your stability. Gemini, Mercury is your ruling planet, and this retrograde in your second house is pulling you into a deep audit of your core values and financial fears. You are being asked to completely separate your inherent self-worth from your current relationship status or bank account balance. Reassess how emotional insecurity might be dictating your spending habits or causing you to undervalue your professional skills. True wealth right now comes from cultivating an unshakable internal foundation that external markets cannot touch. What up, Cancer? This powerful retrograde is happening in your first house of identity, initiating a profound shedding of inherited family expectations. You are being asked to pivot away from exhausting professional personas and stop carrying the emotional weight of everyone around you. In your relationships, seek out mutual appreciation and firmly refuse to overextend yourself for those who do not reciprocate. Your deepest internal work right now is to find out who you actually are when you stop playing the caregiver. Leo, this retrograde is retreating into your 12th house of the subconscious, making this a deeply private and spiritually sensitive time. You are required to process old, unacknowledged grief and embrace radical transparency with yourself about what you are hiding from the world. In matters of love, you must keep your emotional boundaries incredibly firm, especially if secret or unrequited romances resurface. Give yourself permission to step back from the public grind and rest. Your career will survive this necessary hibernation. Virgo, your ruling planet is moving backward through your 11th house of community, signaling a necessary detox from draining social obligations. Take a hard look at your networks and honestly reevaluate which friends truly support you versus which ones simply rely on your usefulness. Career-wise, there is hidden gold in reconnecting and networking with past colleagues for future collaborative gains. Internally, you are learning to release the guilt associated with outgrowing certain groups and aligning with your true soul tribe. Libra, with this retrograde happening in your 10th house of public life, you must question if your current career ambitions truly belong to you, or if they were inherited from your parents. It is time to realign your professional path with your authentic emotional truth, even if it looks entirely different from your original plan. In your partnerships, ensure that the people you are sharing your life with actually merit the heavy emotional investment you are making. Stop performing success and start cultivating a vocation that feels like home. Howdy, Scorpio. This retrograde travels through your ninth house of higher learning and philosophy, asking you to quietly dig into your deepest belief systems. You may find yourself revisiting past philosophical or ethical disagreements in your relationships, but you must do so gracefully without forcing an immediate resolution. Delay launching any major international travel plans, legal endeavors, or publishing projects until the retrograde clears. Your internal work is about allowing your worldview to expand and shift without feeling like you are losing control. Sagittarius, you are moving through intense 8th house territory, forcing you to renegotiate your deepest energetic and emotional entanglements. This is a time to review shared debts, taxes, joint resources, and the power dynamics at play in your closest intimate partnerships. While you naturally love to expand outward, this transit asks you to embrace the healing comfort of being a homebody right now. Real freedom this month comes from clearing away the emotional baggage and karmic debts that have kept you tethered to the past. Capricorn, this deeply relational retrograde is directly hitting your 7th house of partnerships, bringing old relationship dynamics back to the surface. You are called to repair emotional rifts through active listening, vulnerability, and practicing extreme caution with your words. In business, this is the perfect time to resolve old disputes with partners or rework contracts that no longer serve your mutual growth. Lower your armor and realize that allowing yourself to be emotionally supported is not a weakness. Hey there, Aquarius. This energy lands in your 6th house of daily rituals, demanding that you prioritize somatic healing and physical wellness. You must rebuild your daily routines with a fierce dedication to preventing burnout, especially given the heavy Pluto transit already working through your sign. In love, focus on nurturing your partner through grounding acts of service rather than grand conceptual gestures. Your mind moves at lightning speed, but this retrograde requires you to slow down and listen to what your nervous system is actually asking for. Last but never least, Pisces, the retrograde sweeps through your 5th house of creative expression and romance, inviting you to reclaim your inner joy. You are being asked to completely let go of outdated emotional burdens that have been stifling your inner child and dimming your light. This is a potent time to reconnect with past romantic sparks carefully or return to abandoned creative projects that could now prove profitable. Remember that play, pleasure, and artistic creation are some of the highest forms of spiritual healing available to you. So there you have it, what to prepare for as Mercury drinks the Gatorade and we humans down here in Wonderland get to address all the things we may have been avoiding. Be safe out there, and remember, stay curious.